difficulty, I was talking to Semphis about it, on Cobblestone is because they had 4 players who play the A site on their teams, on their respective teams, and only 1 person who plays the B site. So Semphis was playing a position that he's not even used to playing. Now, the advantage for France is they're pretty much, 2 months ago, they were the same team, other than Apex. They had Kiyoshima instead. And then Apex can just play whatever position Kiyoshima plays. So they've got that advantage. But the last time we saw these 2 guys meet on Cobblestone, Poland and France, it was 19 to 16 for Poland. So that has a bit of a kind of sway with things. I mean, there must have been a reason why they beat them.
Yeah, that sounds promising. I didn't catch that much. But that does definitely sound promising for Poland.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see how it goes very shortly.
Indeed. So, I mean, since it was France's map choice, Poland are going to be starting off on the CT side.
Okay.
Do you think that's going to be much of a factor in the way that this game goes? I mean, a lot of maps are to do with kind of momentum and starting off on the CT side, like Inferno, when you do really well. Is there the same thing here on Cobblestone?
Well, I wish I'd seen the previous match on this map so I could make more connections to it. But I think they just need to win the rounds, basically. I don't think it really matters what side they start on, although I suppose you would argue that CT is the less favorable side on this map. So they know what's ahead of them. Once it's half over. But then the same can be said for both halves. So really, I don't think it matters. They just need to get a lot of rounds in.
Yeah, and I think Poland, because they have 3 CSGO Lounge guys, 2 Vex guys, and one of the guys used to play for Vex now for the CSGO Lounge team, they've also played with each other quite a lot, and they do have some semblance of teamwork and team tactics. So for that reason, I think Poland don't have a horrible chance on this map either. We do see a counter boost already here at Skyfall. Happy already getting the entry and finds the second very quickly indeed.
Yeah, those were 2 super fast frags there from Happy. Good opening for his team, and he's got himself in a dangerous position to stop the rotation, as you can see there. Spiro trying to kill Happy, gets taken down by Apex on the flank, so this is a crushing start for France. Not over yet, though. So Mishu's on the wrong side of that smoke with a numbers disadvantage as well. Has no idea where all the players are. You can see him looking behind himself.
Right now, Mishu is in a lot of trouble. He's got armor. Not much to work with, really. He's going to try and retake the site. He might as well go for it. There are 3 players in the site, and MBK's got the perfect angle. There's a crossfire set up as one person is trying to fire him away. There's the round for the French. So pistol round, good start here for France. Really, it was pretty much, the catalyst for that was pretty much Happy. Getting those 2 frags and popping down, stopping that counter boost as well. Super aggressive by him. And that's just, it's just the standard Happy style.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's got aggression tattooed on his forehead. Poland tried to stop it with the fast boost, tried to get in there, fight fire with fire. Unfortunately, they were not so flame retardant. They're going to go for the force buy now. Only Mishu not having armor. This could be tricky for France, depending on what route they choose. You can see Poland have put the bodies towards the A site. There are lots of little nooks and crannies, lots of corners to hide behind there. Ooh, nice double nade, but not going to do enough. Got Apex coming in with the moving accuracy of the MP7. The AK for support, but AK's going to get taken down. A headshot from the CZ, and there's a crossfire from the CT, so Apex could get traded if he's not lucky, but he'll do all right.
Yeah, they were very wary moving into that A site. They knew long and middle has a lot of positions that CTs can hide in with the force spike to be read into the CZ. Mihu tries to time that push. Won't be able to find the headshot. Apex taking down Sparrow, so it's just innocent. It didn't really work out for them this time, the 4-man stack. So France will pick up the second round. Full eco for Poland.
Right, so 2-round lead from France.
See a replay of, I guess, Shops' final kill onto Innocent. 3-0 already. Well, we'll say, let's assume that they do lose the...
never assume.
Yeah, I always assume...
There's a deagle on the map and a smoke grenade. Who knows what could happen?
I always assume it's a bad trait, especially when you can't. And then usually I've got the caster curse as well. I make an assumption and it's totally the opposite.
Lots of flashbangs here for the French side. And again, they've still got those anti-eco weapons. 2 Mac 10s, the MP7. Again, it'll be good with the moving accuracy, which will make it very hard for the Poland players to get these frags with what they have. Shoxy just charging through the smoke there. And that's 3 plays down. Again, it is an anti-eco, so the real question is, what is going to be the play of the Polish side in the next round? Only Spiro remaining now towards the B-bomb site, just to do whatever he can in terms of damage. So nice double dink with the Macton that he's picked up now. So, now we're going to have the buy for both teams coming out. AWP going straight onto Spiro. He's not going to care about his armor too much. Curious to see where he's going to go with it, though. Can hold an early position towards long A. See if there's any aggression from the French. Can look in underpass as well. We'll have to wait and see.
Yep, no armor on Spiro, gone straight for the AWP. Do you think that's a really important weapon on Cobblestone? You've got a lot of positions for it on the A side.
It's on the CT side, it's more important than the T side, and Spiro is annihilating people with the AWP. So at this point, I wouldn't say it matters at all. Good start from Furlan, gonna survive for now, but surely his days are numbered indeed. They are. The trade coming in from NBK. So that's drops in quickly in control of the French side, and the B-bomb site has been taken over now. They should have good positions to cut off the door area where you see Spiro holding. They'll definitely want to smoke if they have one to stop that AWP, but I think there's one person already advanced.
It was unfortunate by Furlan. He got a great pop flash by his teammate, but just couldn't land the shot. So now it's a 3 versus 3 retake attempt here for Poland, and Choxy's in a great position to stop him from coming from the doors. 1 kill for him, MBK with 2. And that was pretty much perfect there by France last plant position. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Poland now, not with a lot of money. They're going to buy a couple of pistols. Shotgun onto Furlan. We know where he's going right now.
If the Ts take the B-bomb site like that, where they have control of drop zone and the CTs are on the wrong side of the door, if there are like 3 Ts alive, it's going to be very hard for the CTs to get anything done. And it's going to be very expensive regardless.
Yeah, I mean, in those situations, perhaps some in-game leaders would probably made the decision to save those weapons, especially when you know that you will be on an eco for the next round if you do die. But with losing the first 3 rounds, you want to try and pick up as many as you can.
Furlan looking for the most awkward angle possible. One of the common angles is behind the wooden stump in the middle, because it helps you avoid the flashbangs. But obviously, when you've got the shotties, close and personal is the name of the game.
I like how they've got 2-player here in the dropper. They've identified it as a weakness for them on the B site. They made sure to secure it with both Innocent and Furlan.
They got a bit of a clue there. The nade hits Happy in the head, which is basically an audio confirmation that there is a player there. And he will, of course, take a lot of damage for that. So you can see the choke points being smoked off already by France. They move towards the A site. Still a lurker towards B, though, looking to kill any rotation. Spiro trying to go for an advanced position there, trying to stop the map control, but Apex coming through the mid area will pretty much close out the round for France. That said, Happy, Smiths, and Apex are all heavily tagged. And Mishi with the Deagle could one-shot all of them.
Yeah, I mean, both Apex and Smiths did really good jobs with their movement when Spiro was pushing with that CZ. And then Apex threw that smoke, backed away immediately, knowing that he was very sensitive to being taken down by that CZ. Same with Smiths as well, who threw down a smoke and backed away. They didn't want the CTs to kind of respond with a fast push with 2 or 3 players. So it was a really nice idea by both those players. And it could have been different had Spiro picked up those 2 kills with the CZ.
So 5-0, it's a really bad start for Poland. Again, back on the buy, they're going to have 2 AWPs on this occasion. Pete's coming in with the second one. Spiro's going to be holding the angle towards the underpass. Pete going for a fast pick. So 2 AWPs on A for the time being. But there is a rotation now. One of the AWPs is going to be heading towards the B-bomb site. We'll see if they choose to swap a player out or just leave only Pete over towards A for now.
This is pretty much what they just did the round before. 2 people on the B site, 3 on the A site. And I guess France are going to put on pressure, try and find entries here and cut off the rotation while the rest of the team just go into the A site.
Well, once again, France have easily taken control of the mid area. Poland may be seeming happy to give it up with the certain setup they have. Both teams have lost a player now. Furlan is lacking the information towards A. The rotation is coming in from the CTs towards the A site where the bomb is, but there's still a lurker to flank. We'll see how it goes. 3 fast frags for the Polish side, and this round should be shut up now for Poland. The question is, how much damage can Happy do?
He was too patient there. Should have taken him out while they were crossing. They got to the A site. They got the 3 kills. Bomb's down now. I mean, they don't know where he is. Oh my God, you can almost smell his breath right there. It takes him out of the AK. I don't think if he knows where he was, but Happy now in a 1 versus 3 with 30 seconds left on the clock. There's CTs all over the A site. He's going to go for it though. Another frag here for Happy. And he makes sure and he doesn't do any more.
I feel like he wanted to crouch in front of the AWPer and then stand up and shoot him in the head. I feel like he wanted to do that, but he couldn't fit past him.
Spiro needs to lose a bit of weight.
Yeah, I think he's thinking about it.
I think he checked over there to see if there was anyone there.
Could be that as well. I know what Happy's capable of. Either is possible. Anyway, Poland finally on the scoreboard now. Going to be continuing with the 1 AWP. Pete going from an AWP to a FAMAS on this occasion. The full AKs for the French team continue. And they are headed very quickly towards the A bomb site now, speeding things up. So an instant change of pace once Poland have an advantage.
Yeah, Poland are really, really struggling with this French attack. And the A site has been pretty much open every single time for the French. There was a very good rotation that time round by Poland, but this is a very important round here. Their economy can be broken. Happy holding the flank. Playing that lurker role perfectly. There's the smoke on the doors. Another flank for Happy. MBK fires through just in case, and the two CTs are making the right decision of going for that save. Sorry.
We had good play from Poland on train on their T side, mixing things up, keeping France on the back foot. Now the same is being done to them here on Cobblestone.
Look at this, Happy just taking him out. 3 kills for him this round. Furlan might get away with that AWP. Don't know for how long though. Yeah, he can hide in those toilets, you know.
You can, but it tells that the toilet turns to engage when you're inside there.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah, you can just check the front and it will go red, and then you will receive the spray down. No pun intended. So Poland have won a round and instantly lost the next one, which is going to reset their loss bonus. This is really bad, actually, for the Polish side. France already with a 5-round lead on the T side have a good opportunity to extend it yet further. And then again, when the next spike comes in from Poland, do they get broken? If so, then maybe we're talking about them losing the match here in 1/2.
Yeah, indeed. So that was a fantastic pun, by the way. I could give you that. 6-1 is the scoreline, probably 7 as Poland are in a full eco. And these kind of situations, I mean, you'd rather just stack your players in one site. You're not going to really win it playing default.
Yeah, that's not a bad call there. You can always try and play exits as well if you end up stacking the wrong site. But again, on a map like this, it's going to be, like, for example, if France take the B bomb site, there's a fair chance they're going to have control of the drop zone, maybe even the connector area beyond it as well. But again, Poland playing somewhat of a standard setup here, but just with the pistol. So again, not really using, you want to use the numbers in this kind of situation so you can combine what limited weaponry you have to try and trade, try and steal a weapon maybe. Who knows, you even get a bomb carrier or something, but they should just get picked off in isolation here.
Yeah, we've not seen the mad individual play of the Polish players as we did on Dust 2. The last map, and I think that's something that they need to start to show here on Cobblestone, because they are having a lot of trouble on the CT side, and it's understandable. It's such an open map, so many angles that the terrorists can come from, and especially when you're playing against a team like France, which has a lot of chemistry and cohesion. It is difficult to deal with those pushes.
This is a surprisingly slow round, considering that Poland have nothing apart from a CZ across 5 players.
Well, France are not. They're respecting their ecos. They're not going super crazy. They don't want to make any mistakes at this stage. At the end of the day, $50,000 are on the line there, James.
There we go. So an opportunity to steal a weapon, but yeah, indeed, no one will be in position to cover it. Spiro, though, will choose to hide in plain sight by going closer to bomb site as opposed to running for his life. He may even get another frag onto NBK. Indeed, he will. But let's look at the money on the T side. Doesn't really matter for them. They don't care about those frags. Look at the money on the CT side. They're still in a position where they need to eco. Going to pick up some more pistols. We'll see what else.
I mean, at this point in time, you have to make a decision whether you want to force it and try and get as many rounds as you can, or eco for another one. You've only got 1 round in the first 8. What would you do, James?
The problem is they need nades on this map. They need to close off the choke points, especially towards B. You need to counter flashes for the pushes as well, and the smokes to stop T main from being taken immediately by the T. So they're playing out the safe route. Again, this half could still end 7-8, presuming that they lose this round. But we'll see. Spiro has an AK. Pete has Kevlar and a CZ. But the problem is these choke points are just too nasty. Furlan coming in with a 1D onto Smiths, but he's stuck now. And will they even realize that they didn't kill Furlan there? I don't think Shoxy knows. And indeed, Furlan coming back out, can't get all the meat shots connected.
Yeah, he had an opportunity there to make it a very favorable position for them, but couldn't land the shots. It's a 3 versus 3 with the weapon advantage for the French. Time is ticking, though. Bomb's going to explode pretty soon. Pete picks up another. They're doing a bit of economic damage to France and picking up a weapon or 2. I think Pete and Spero at the moment will try and save those 2 AK-47s, make sure they can afford an AWP. Oh, MBK not allowing Spero to do that.
Yeah, that was, I mean, they were positioned to save, but he was peeking at the same time, maybe trying to catch a French player out as they're exiting. But at this point, there's no point him even really doing that. I mean, it was an expensive round for the T's, but again, their own economy is so much more important. So he's essentially lost $3,000 there, or 3,100 because, yeah, the AK is 2,700, but his own gun's going to cost him a lot more.
Double op setup, Pete and Ferlin purchasing an op. I don't know if Ferlin has got a good spawn for something, or he just wants to play with the op now. Yeah, it's not. He just wants to play that. It's interesting that Sparrow isn't playing with that weapon.
Maybe he's favoring it on the T side. I mean, 1 to 8, he's been using it before and it hasn't been working out for them. So
yeah.
Maybe changing things up now will lead to better fortunes. But again, you can see why the CTs need the nades. Otherwise, they can't really control this platform area.
I mean, France has been able to dominate them in every single position that they've attacked. There's not been many opportunities where Poland has had the upper hand. So wherever France plays, they take it. And right now, Poland is running out of options. Maybe this double op setup will bring some vitality to the CT side.
Well, Pete's gonna raise the alarm in the connector area, but NBK is just savaging people with his AK-47. Suddenly, we find ourselves in a 4 versus 2. But that's gonna spin around very quickly. Down to 2 versus 2. One can only imagine what's happening now. Maybe we'll just make it up as we go along.
Yeah, we can make a story based on the reactions of the players, but it seems like we've got some weird error that just happened. So CSGO hopefully will be back up as soon as possible.
I told you, man, you can't use the gaming machine for those dodgy downloads, mate. Got to leave it on the laptop in the hotel room.
Sorry.
Just booting back into the game now. We should be there very shortly. I think the round's probably going to be over, but hopefully someone can give us a quick lowdown as to who won it. I can see them connecting now.
They are almost in. They're almost in, guys. Hopefully we're not missing too much action. I think maybe the admins will pause the beginning of the round.
Yeah, well,
James,
so.
you are a very tall man, you know that.
I am indeed, but no one realizes. No one realizes because
you're sitting down.
I'm sitting down.
Like
yeah.
right now, you look almost my height, but he is a tower.
Yeah, people keep saying, I've been taking photos with people here and there, and a lot of time they say, you're huge.
You're huge.
I guess I am. Let's leave that there. Let's just move on from that.
I was going to make an inappropriate joke, but then I was trying to...
9-1 to France. Poland, again, their economy has been wrecked. You can see Spiro has some money to spend. He can drop a few pistols for his teammates, or go for the Nova Armor. That works as well.
This is not good. I mean, Poland have had like 4 or 5 rounds of ecos. I think 4 solid ecos.
Yeah, their economy has never been off the ground. They've been in debt the whole time. And yeah, this is. I mean, the way things are going now, it looks like they're going to lose the map in 1 half. Unless something disgusting like that happens. Michu with a 3-man. How have France let this happen? But it's quickly down to 2 versus 2. The bomb's still in control of the French here.
He lined them up and shot them down like targets. Fantastic by Miku. Giving his team a chance this round. Sparrow just fires his gun anyway. He hears AK-47 bullets. He has no idea where Apex is coming from. And it's just up to Pete, but Apex will make sure to salvage this round for France. Great play by Miku, but not enough. And as France make it 10-1. Very solid performance here on the T side. Do you think they have an opportunity to come back now? I mean, it's just too late right now. So many rounds for France so early on in the game.
It looks likely that we might see like a 12-3, 13-2 half from France here. And, you know, I mean, first comes the pistol, but let's leave that there for a while. Again, we've got double ops coming out. They haven't been working out for whatever reason. Nice counter flash before. He can even double scope to have a look at what's going on there. Pete's going to miss the shot. 2 players jumping over. We've got the Olympics happening here. And the French are breaking the record. Spiro coming in for a look. There are so many players there. Surely he can connect with one of them.
No bullets landing by both Pete and Sparrow in positions where they could have done a lot of damage here. MBK with just 1 health. I think it went through one of his teammates and hit MBK, and I can't believe it. In those positions, I mean, it was a huge risk that France took going towards long like that and not using any utility. The Polish players should have definitely capitalized. Pete should have picked up 1. Sparrow should have picked up 1 minimally, but the shots didn't miss. And I think the Polish are starting to get a bit nervous, losing the confidence that they had in the couple of maps that we just witnessed. And the French are just dominating them. And this is kind of the French flavor, you know. When their aim starts going on point, there's not much you can really do.
10 rounds behind are the Polish side. I'm not really sure what to say. Like
that's the beginning of a poem.
The orbs have not been working out for the CT side. They've tried him so many times, and they've just felt, I don't know how, he can't kill someone there. Well, it's like fish in a barrel. But back onto the M4s now with Pete playing close quarters mag 7, which I always like to see. Almost had an opportunity for some madness, but it will go away. I think he was about to throw smoke behind him to suggest that no one's there to try and get a quick dirty kill, but he won't be engaged yet. The French players are headed over towards the B bomb site now, and here come all the nades.
No dirty ones there by Pete. There's an exchange of frag. Smiths taking out Innocent, so they make the trades, and they will be moving in towards the B site. We have one person trying. Oh, Furlan, nice change of angles to take down Smiths, but he's lost his teammate. He has to try and survive while the rest of his team will come in into support. Sparrow picks up one, tries to get the second, but doesn't find it. It's just Pete with the Mag 7 who's coming in from the dropper area. And right now, he can take down MBK perhaps, but I know that France will play the post plant perfectly. They'll set up a crossfire, and
he needs to find a weapon here because that Mag 7 does not have the range. The lack of barrel means that the spread is large, which means that he'll be tickling these players should he go for the push. He's got to find a rifle somewhere. Otherwise, this is pretty much not happening unless he gets insanely lucky. He's only got a USP in the hole as well. And he's going to maybe save it, go and play for an exit, it seems.
interesting decision by him. I think he was a bit indecisive. It looked like he was going to push, and at the same time, it looked like he wanted to save, and in the end, he just ended up saving. Maybe wanted to get an exit frag and pick up a weapon. But 12-1, you really should be going for it. I know he didn't have a lot of time, but he had to just go for it and try and pick up a round, even if it means that, okay, they will not have a rifle for the next round. So that decision by Pete.
Well, he has a Mag 7. He might as well have a Nerf gun.
Yeah, it's true. At that distance, exactly. Probably better off putting.
You could headshot someone at that distance with Mag 7 and do 4 damage.
My favorite position. I love Smiths. That's such a nice position to hold. On pub servers, of course.
So you were one of those guys?
Yeah, I was one of those with the auto sniper.
Yeah, so was I with the scout. So.
Keep quiet.
I can't even cuss you out. 3 people on the B-bomb site here for the CTs. One, of course, playing the drop zone as well. Remaining 2 over towards A, and you can see the insanely passive positions France are holding. Maybe smelling the desperation of the Polish players are going to toy with them for a while. Got the self-pop flashes coming in there from Apex. No way to face with that kind of flash coming in, so nicely done. Taking initial map control, you can see Innocent has been boosted up towards tree. Normally the players will hide behind the tree, so they avoid the flashbangs coming in, but he's going to go a little bit more aggressive. Shoxy just shuffling out, it's going to get taken down for free.
It's good. Innocent now changing his position. Nice play, giving them the advantage, and the terrorists are pushing in towards the A side. There could be a rotation. Oh, the bomb's dropped right in front of him. I don't know why they threw it. He threw it to his teammate, and now the CTs can see it. Pete takes down Smiths. It's just MBK in the side on his own. Takes down Pete, but in a 1 versus 4, there's not much for him to do. Gets another one here. 17 health left on him. He's got a flash in a Molotov, though. Look at Sparrow, though.
There's a snake in the grass. And then BK will fall. So Poland double their score, but surely not going to be enough here going into the second half. We'll see what they can do in the next. Despite winning the round, they're still going to have a buy, which is less than stellar, while France are sitting on so much cash. They could buy whatever they want.
Well, let's assume that Poland's T side is a lot better. If it is, they need 3 to 4. I mean, with 2 rounds, even if you have an amazing T side, all it is just one mistake and it's over. So for that reason, they have to play for this final round. They have to have it if they want to have an opportunity. But it looks like the terrorists are moving in towards the B site this time around. There are 3 CTs ready and waiting for them. And there's utility thrown absolutely everywhere. Nox is completely flashed, and Apex is going to push forward. He's known for his entry frags. No fear from Apex. There are the returns from the Polish. Furlan with 2. Innocent takes down Shoxy. And it's up to MBK and Smiths to end the first half on a good note.
Indeed, only Smiths remains now with the AWP, so he's going to have to work hard to not get traded here. He's only got less than 20 HP as well. And the flames are coming in. And there is a longest flank EU, but that won't be needed. Poland find their 3rd round of the half, but France will think that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, 12 rounds, can't really complain. And you can see the Poles are a bit frustrated with that, just picking up 3 rounds on this map. And I think Cobblestone is one of their last chances to have an opportunity to... Mirage and Cash, it should really go France's way.
Well, Spiro's AWPing has been very, very good for Poland, and those are 2 open maps where the AWP is going to be very favorable. Yeah. Obviously, France have AWPers as well, but I wouldn't count them out. Depends. I mean Spiro's really been really strong with the AWP. I'm looking forward to how Poland perform on those maps. But for now, they have 1 bubble of air to survive with, and it starts with the pistol. They are on the T side, so they will have the freedoms of the T side. You can see 4 of the Polish players here with Kevlar. Furlan's going to be the nade man. NBK with the Julies, but no armor. Wow, going for a timing nade, but getting straight in the head, shot straight in the head, no armor needed. Happy with a 3-man in the space of maybe 1 second, and this round is already over for Poland.
I mean, they read it like yesterday's newspaper, that 4 men to stack at the B site. MBK, I mean, he pre-threw an aid, you could hear him running like a herd of elephants, and Happy's just being happy there. Fantastic 4K by him as well with the USB. So France picking up the first round, pretty much putting the final nail on the coffin here for this map.
So Poland have surprisingly not gone for a force buy here or really spent any money, so I think they're going to try and make it best effort with a bit more cash in the bank. Again, France will, following this round, or they should be 2 rounds away from the map. So Poland are going to be playing on a knife edge. Currently all looking to get down into the drop zone. NBK with an auto shotty here. That could be pretty nasty if they go down.
Oh, good night. That was pretty nasty, as you said.
The staple weapon of CS_office.
Yes, you knew it.
Of course. Many moons were spent running around with that weapon.
Good days of ignorance.
Okay, so the buy coming out from Poland. Let's see what they can muster overall. Furlan, is he going to go for a Galil here? Indeed he is. Okay, so they've got some nades here. They can go for a drop zone play. There's a bit of money left on Misha, yeah, 1100, so we'll see. But he's basically bought, he's gone for nades instead of stronger weapon. We'll see how it plays out. Happy being boosted. The M4A4, he's got many bullets, and there's another 3-man spray down for him. The bomb's in an awkward place, and they're trying to get up there before the bomb can be retrieved by Poland.
Happy is absolutely ravaging Poland here in the drop area. Look at it, there's corpses everywhere. Looks like genocide.
Yeah, that's so hilarious. He's like, okay, just boosting back up. I've got the USP, boys. I've still got bullets. Let's do this. Spiro taking down Shoxy towards the A site, but it's 4 versus 1. What can he do here? How can he stop France making it to game points?
Oh, look at that body being peppered. He's trying to find revenge for his countryman there, Spiro, but wasn't given that opportunity. 15-3, and this is an absolute beating.
It is, yeah. It was basically more or less what I expected to happen. You heard the similar thoughts from the desk as well. So, Poland, what can they muster for what could be the last round of this game? It's going to be, oh, they've gone for the butcher buy. Just the Deagles, but I'm not expecting them to get many meat shots here onto the French side, who are much better equipped here. Shoxy going to play the range game with the AWP. MBK is happily continuing with his also shotty, looking to spread the good word. Spray down coming down from Smith. He will be traded by Innocent, but that gun is not going to be retrievable. Happy just waiting for the peak and punishing him for doing so.
I don't understand what has been the main difference in this game and the game where Poland took Cobblestone from them 1916. Was it France not being focused, not being prepared, or was it France now reading their game? I mean, they played on the T side, France, so it wasn't even about reading their game. Really interesting, complete change of performance from both of them in the span of a day. And Sparrows now, it's just him between France's next map win.
Yeah, there are 40 seconds left here. NBK is relentlessly looking for it, and he'll be punished for doing so. Apex only has 12 HP actually, so there's an opportunity for Poland to get one more round. Got to find the angles, finds the meat shot as well. Shoxy is almost on the opposite side of the map actually. I don't know if he's going around admiring the statues or something. The plant needs to come in here. We're running out of time. There's 20 seconds left, and the longer he waits, the closer Shox gets. Bring that smoke down just to... Oh, he's looking for the... Okay, he's going to go for the plant now, but Shoxy is close enough. Might be a bit of a no-scope.
This distance, Sparrow should have it, but just walks right past him, there's no idea. They're completely oblivious, and at the moment, Shox is probably scratching his head. He's going to check back. Oh, goes for the no-scope, but it doesn't land. Another round for Poland.
Not out of this yet. Spiro not opting to go and pick up the AWP there, which is interesting. But maybe there'd be some favor for it. Didn't work out for them on the CT side, but they're going to opt for the rifles, it seems. Diump coming out again. They won the round, but they still have the worst buy. NBK will be happily continuing with the auto shotgun. Seeing more and more of that recently. I know from Luminosity likes that as well.
He just used up 7K, so I'm assuming he bought something from his teammates. I don't think auto shotguns are that expensive. at this now. Full utility as well on Happy Smiths and Apex. It'll be difficult for the terrorists to push in towards the B side, especially when they go with the counter flashes, and Smiths, they line them up and take him down. 3 kills for Smiths. Fantastic. He's getting fired at, and he's trying to jump away. He's got support from his teammate. Innocent finally takes him out at 2 versus 2, and Apex will clean up on the B side. First kill for him. There's another from Sparrow. Then in the last couple of rounds, his performance has started to peak, but maybe it's a little bit too late. Shoxy again in the clutch situation, but this time round he does have the favorable position, has more health, and he'll take him down. 16-4 is the scoreline for this map, and it's 2-1 for France.
Yeah, pretty monster map for France. Again, that's not really, like Cobblestone's probably maybe the most difficult map to play as a mix, essentially, in France. You know, we've spoken about the advantages that they would have in terms of their personnel on this team. So they're going to be going into the next map strong. I believe the next map is Mirage.
Yeah, and I mean, right now the Poland kind of motivation is gone really, really down. I mean, they had a great first map. They beat him on Train. They did relatively well on Duster. They didn't pick up so many rounds, but there was some individual performance. However, you know, 16-4 on Cobblestone. That's brutal.
Yeah, I don't think the score matters too much, to be honest. I think if they're sensible, then they should expect that it's probably going to be a difficult map for them. And if they're going to lose that map, obviously they have the first match they had to go on, but it's more than likely that if they're going to lose that match, then it's going to be by, especially starting on the C2 economy. If you're going to lose your economy there, it's going to be very hard for you, and with all these circumstances, to ever get that economy back. So it's partly the map, and it just shows the difficulty of holding things on the CT side. So they can put that behind them now and just focus on the next maps coming up.
Yeah, we'll see. 4th map coming up. It's the grand finals of the World Championships. France versus Poland. It's a repeat of last year's European Championships. And at the moment, France is ahead 2-1. We'll be back right after the break.